their real names are Christy and Mike. Can they pin down the treasure? They just might. Tune in to find out Monday nights. K-Pro Cow Pow Wow. K-Pro Cow Pow Wow Wow. It's the K-Pro Cow Pow Wow.
Hey, everybody. Today is Monday, March 21st. We got a packed show for you tonight. I don't know how K-Pro gets this info, but even some of this, I was like, really? So it is K-Pro Cow Powwow Monday night. How you doing, K-Pro?
I am good. We've had an exciting week. There's exciting stuff happening, not only in our world. For those of you that didn't know, we rented this huge dumpster and it's completely filled with all the junk stuff, but we did get a lot of treasures. Look behind Mike, guys. Go ahead, Mike, show.
Yeah. Ready? Look at all this stuff. Been doing a little sorting. Those are all comic books. Then over there's some rock albums right there from the 70s. A little bit of Beatles, huh? How about 5 Beatles?
Yeah. So we're going to have a lot to talk about because when I was actually dealing a lot of stuff with work, I came off spring break, lots of stuff happening in my personal world, but then all this information is just flowing in. So I start listing it all off for Mike and I'm like, that one's kind of breaking news. Do we want to say breaking news? Let's say hot topic. Ooh, this one came in though. And it's kind of
now for
yeah. So I'm excited about, I think we have about 10 things to cover. We're going to try to hit the bigger ones. And then we'll go from there. And again, because I know some of my kids' friends watch, I want to thank I don't know, like 10 teenage guys that came over and helped us clear out some of this stuff. I was dead.
Yeah.
Mike was dead. It was the end of like 8.
The biggest one we've ever done.
Yeah. And they came over and I went inside just to get a drink of water and I came back out. And it was done. It was magic. So
yeah, when you get 8 teenagers, they knock it out. So anyway, look for a video of that soon. Storage Wars, Las Vegas style, how K-Pro and Cowlazars do it. We're going to make a video. And most importantly, we're going to show you, we had our first sale today. I sold a TV stand for $30. So anyway, look for that in the future. But for tonight, we've got some breaking news for the Forrest Fenn treasure found. Some interesting stuff. I don't know where you want to start, K-Bro, because I think we have like 18 topics.
Yeah, I have the list, but Super Chat is on. Thumbs up least, y'all, because
thumbs up for Hot Wheels, guys. Got about 50 of these so far we found.
This is the first time that I feel like we have some information coming. It's nothing like pre-find. It's nothing like Jack's just coming out. But anyway, so why don't we start with Cynthia's text?
Cynthia who? Just kidding. Yeah, Cynthia's text. That's right. Hang on. Oh yeah, this is breaking news.
This is kind of exciting, even though I think it is going to be older and not as riveting. These documentarians, it takes a long time for things to come out. Finally, we have our first documentary coming out, and so I know you guys like to hear exact terminology. I talked to Cynthia today, but she was gracious enough to send me the text, a copy of the email from the producer. There's a documentary coming out this week, y'all.
Right. This is the email. This was an email to Cynthia. She thanks Cynthia for letting us read it. It says, "Hi, Cynthia. An update. Unfortunately, the film did not get into the festival we were waiting on. Tribeca is always a long shot. So the film is going to premiere this Wednesday, March 23rd, to the NewYorker.com at 6 a.m. I'm assuming that means Eastern. I don't know. Anyway, this Wednesday, 6 a.m. at NewYorker.com and to YouTube at noon. So, guys, you'll be able to see this documentary that they made. Cynthia's in it. Do we know who else is in it?
I know that, I heard that Justin was in it. I don't know who else.
Okay, but we don't know how they edited it, and we don't even know. That's the fun part. It's a documentary, but about the Fenn.
I believe this is the documentary. Well, I'm not going to even say any of that.
Yeah, because we don't know. Let's not guess. Yeah, let me finish it. So this Wednesday, 3/23, to the New Yorker at 6 a.m. and to YouTube at noon. Really looking forward to you guys checking it out. Totally possible it'll get into a different festival in person down the line. But once the projects are on streaming or publicly available, it does hurt their chances. With this one, we were eager to get it out sooner rather than later, since I know there are other films in the works. So we want to take our chances. So we didn't want to wait to take our chances with waiting several months for another in-person festival. Nonetheless, I expect it'll find a big audience on our site. So that is thenewyorker.com. And I'm assuming the New Yorker has a YouTube channel, The New Yorker, and that's where the video will be. So Wednesday at noon, maybe we should just go live and watch it together. We'll see.
Yeah, well, that would be 3 a.m.
Well, the
our
YouTube
time.
one.
I will be. Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah, well, yeah. Who knows with the time change?
That'll be fun. You know what?
Let me see.
Ben was talking about doing Warriors. Was talking about doing a like movie night. Maybe this could be it. I don't know. I don't know what's in it. What I mean, is Jack in it? We don't know. Did they get in touch with Forrest before he passed? I don't know. He was around, or they were dealing with it back then. So you don't know what's going to be there. So I put up breaking news until it is not.
So I'm on the New Yorker's YouTube channel. I just subscribed, and they have 700,000 subscribers. But every video they have up here is not longer than 20 minutes. You know, they don't have like a full length. So I just wonder what it is they're going to show. Is it going to be a 20-minute thing? Is it going to be a 2-hour? We don't know. But we wanted to get the information out there to you. So you can watch it if you want to. This Wednesday, noon, I'm assuming that's Eastern, noon on YouTube, The New Yorker, everybody. So there's breaking news number one. If that's not worth the price of admission, thumbs up if you do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's finish with Cynthia's piece. So there was a searcher that wanted to reach out. I don't know if he wants his name said. He'll be in the video, or his email will be. So wanting a whole interview, or an entire interview from Cynthia that she had put out previous. I forget which one. Anyway, she's going to be dropping a video, and it's going to be one of those kind of like Playboy that pieces of it has been out, but nothing entirely. So now she's going to put the entire thing out because someone asked her nicely. And so it sounds awesome. And so I would like to ask everyone, go and drop a positive comment when she drops the video, because isn't it cool to hear Forrest? And from what I understand, it's lengthy. Like the whole interview was like an hour or something, over an hour.
Cynthia Meacham's YouTube channel.
It will be on her YouTube channel. It's taking a ton of time, and she might have to divide it up or whatever. But we will have some new. Maybe that's a slip up. I don't know which one it is. I don't know much more.
They never heard before interview with Forrest from somebody.
So from what I understand, and I don't want to misquote which interview it was, the person may be in here that requested it. I know we were talking about it on Discord. It's like Playboy. Playboy put out their cuts and had a 10-minute interview with Forrest. Well, there's all that B-roll footage, cutting room floor footage. That's what was not out. Cynthia was willing to put it out. She was supposed to put it out yesterday, and I was going to watch it and then give you guys the highlights, and it's taking forever. And so she's doing her best. Thank you to Cynthia. Someone asked. She is delivering. So we're getting a documentary, and we're getting new Forrest Fenn interview this week.
Good stuff. Boom. Breaking news from
and that's Cynthia. Not even half of it.
Subscribe to her YouTube channel. For sure.
Well, and drop a positive comment and put a thumbs up. If you don't, I might come to your house.
Stop drinking the haterade. Okay. All right. So thanks Cynthia, for those two pieces of information, the breaking news. What else? What else do we got? Because we're just going to do an hour. Me and Kay
Dave Crump. She doesn't need to go away. If she has, so I think there are some that are not fans of any particular, and including me, of, you think you know something. She has footage of Forrest Fenn. I think we always could have that. So let's just be positive and just say, yes, thank you, and move on. Yes, thank you. See, Holy knows how. See,
that's right.
Holy knows how.
It's a big applause for UAPs and UFOs. I agree.
Okay, so but this one.
Before we continue on, I've got to mention Legend Has It, everybody. LegendHasIt.net. These guys were supposed to be on the Thursday Treasure Hunting Amusement Park show, and I had to cancel because we were doing the storage unit, and it took a lot longer than I thought. So they're going to be on this Thursday show. At least that's the plan. LegendHasIt.net. I just put the link in the chat. Tune in this Thursday, and they have a brand new treasure hunt that is in the Cal Nev Triangle. It's from Las Vegas to Reno to Fresno. I think that's the triangle. Somewhere there's a thing, but you'll get all the details this Thursday. I just wanted to say sorry and apologize to legendhasit.net. You guys remember they were on for their first treasure hunt in Arizona. That one has a winner. Now that they have launched, it's already launched. You can go to the website right now and buy in, but tune in Thursday.
They were supposed to be on the day before it launched to kind of get the hype going. So we apologize. This one just knocked us silly.
Legendhasit.net. They're on Instagram. That's their website. Go give them a thumbs up. And what do we say? Support treasure hunt creators. Okay, back.
We already have somebody in the room. Sapient Nomad says, I went looking for that treasure in Arizona and did not find it.
Well,
that's terrible, sir. That's terrible. It's okay. Dust it off. There's a new one coming. Here you go.
Yeah. This one's closer to us. We may have to get into this one. We'll see. Okay. All the details on Thursday's show. All right. What's next for?
Okay. So let's turn maybe not as positive. We have some things happening in the community. Somebody sent me some nonsense drama stuff about Pam. I did not know what was happening with Pam Shertron. So if you don't know, Pam had an email that supposedly was supposed to go to Shiloh. She was going to share it on The Brutal Truth. She decided not to. There was a big brouhaha over it. That then kind of simmered because she came out and just said, this is what I want. I've decided not to share it. I did some speculation at the time, maybe 6 months ago. Ooh, did she get paid off? Why did this change? Because I didn't fully understand all of it. Pam has always been gracious in giving me answers when I asked them. I did not ask them this time. I did reach out to her because all of this brouhaha came back up because of one of the other channels had Fendi on and there was a Fendi situation. And I just said, I want you to know, I haven't talked about your situation for a while. I think some people are reaching way back. If they're quoting me that I'm talking about you and they're just creating drama because that's what they do in their very lonesome lives. She was gracious and she actually responded, thanks for reaching out. And here is a statement that I want you to read because I want you to know it and I want everyone to know it. I can tell you, I thought these two people were friends. I did not know. It seems the opposite. I'm not going to speak any further to it, but since it was church related, since it was search related, Mike and I read it over and said, there is one name that we are going to leave out just because I know other people say the names and he says his name. We just don't want to go there, but everything else will be read from her. And yeah. So
this is a statement from Pamela Shertron. She sent it to us to read it. She wants it out there for the record. She did send this last Thursday, right? This is new. Right. It's not like it's old. Just last Thursday, so we could read it on tonight. And I'll just jump right into it. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is verbatim from Pamela Shertron. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate you reaching out to me. If you would please share the following statement with your viewers, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks, Pam. Okay. I have tried my best to be kind and understanding with those who have questions for me. I was working on a video to answer any questions searchers had emailed me by providing them with a bit of hope and understanding. At the same time, unbeknownst to me, I was being stalked by Granite Granny and Fendi Jones. On January 23rd, 2022, Granite Granny put up an aerial shot of my house and my address on YouTube. Apparently, this was a signal for Fendi to drive over to my house and attempt to get inside and hack my computer. He was trying to get emails that Forrest sent me. Fortunately, my husband was home and Fendi did not enter our home. Our security cameras show he came alone with some papers in his pocket. My husband said he looked a bit stunned and nervous. We have reached out to Fendi for answers numerous times via phone calls and texts, but to no avail. We can only assume his counsel has advised him not to speak with us. We have alerted the authorities and have taken the necessary precautions to protect our family. I met with Fendi Jones one time in March of last year for a cup of coffee and to chat about an email from Forrest that I was considering sharing with the search community. My husband was close by watching to ensure my safety, and he observed Fendi recording our conversation. Shortly after my meeting, Fendi alerted attorney Carl Sumners regarding the email. I am not sure why, but whatever his plan was is irrelevant. Fendi never saw the email, and his actions told me he could not be trusted. I shared some phone calls and text messages with him to find out how he would use the information I had shared with him. When I learned it would be used to hurt Forrest's family, I alerted the appropriate individuals. I also went on treasure seekers to pull the proverbial trigger that was haunting me. I told Greg and his panel about the email and how I felt it would offer hope to searchers. Greg told Dan Barbarisi during his interview that he had proof Forrest and Shiloh wrote the Medium article. That statement Greg made was false. He did not have the email. He never saw the email. And I never said Forrest or Shiloh wrote the article. I will tell you now, they did not write the Medium article, A Remembrance of Forrest Fenn. It has been a year now that I have tolerated unwarranted attacks, and I no longer have any time, compassion, or kindness toward those who are jaded, hurt, and angry. These individuals have no regard for anyone but themselves and appear to think they are above the law. The thrill of the chase was a treasure hunt designed for fun. None of us are entitled to know anything more than what Forrest wanted us to know. The chase is over, and I had a wonderful experience with my family. It was a privilege and honor to get to know Forrest. Although he was a man far from perfect, he was not a fraud, and his treasure hunt was not a hoax. I can also say with certainty that Forrest Fenn did not know Jack Stoof prior to retrieving the treasure chest. I wish those who enjoyed the chase many more wonderful adventures in coming years. To those who are lost, I hope you find your way. As always, I wish you all good health and peace, Pam. So that was an email from Pam Shertron. She asked us to read. Again, I don't think me and K-Pro should get in the middle of anything with what happened or whatever was in the email, but we're an outlet. If somebody wants us to read something.
Well, the only thing that she's going to continue maybe on her channel. The only thing that I would say is, one, thank you, Mark West, for the super chat.
$11.
Secondly, $11. Thank you.
Thanks,
the second thing is, there was a time that she said that she thought Jack was a figment of Forrest's imagination. And now she's saying she did not know. She knows that Forrest did not know Jack before this. It seems like she has some opinions. I wouldn't demand that she says sources. I would love to know her opinion. I know there's a lot of good people getting chased out of the community, and we're getting left with things that aren't as wonderful. Oh, Cynthia just dropped her video. Thank you very much. That will be an entire interview that you guys can watch. Thank you,
part
Cynthia.
One. It's 15 minutes. It's part one.
Oh, so she broke it up.
You guys know, but yeah, check it when we're done. There's some more interesting news coming up. I think you guys are going to want to listen to. But yeah, we will all watch Cynthia's video for sure. Go subscribe to her YouTube channel.
Yeah, it'll be something that we can analyze and see if there's slips and all that. So she probably did have to break it into 15-minute intervals. So there's going to probably be part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of that. Anyway, so where was I? That would be the only question I have. If she goes away, just like if Cynthia goes away and Dale goes away and everybody goes away, I think that's I would rather hear from people and then make my own judgment of, I'm going to discount this if they don't say this or that. Badgering people for more. I don't think it's the way to go, but I want to thank Pam for her comment. If you're willing to discuss or put a statement or have a YouTube out on what makes you change your cryptic message of Jack was a figment of Forrest's imagination to now Forrest did not know Jack before, that would be cool to know. But if not, that's okay too. So,
and there's questions in the chat, like Trusted Living says. So the question is, why did Pam invite people to contact her? Because she said she might have info for the right person. She was fishing the community. I'm not going to comment because I don't know the details. I don't know what happened. She just sent us a statement, said please read it. And I guess Fendi, if you have a statement, you could send it. But you have your own YouTube channel, so you could probably go out and say what you got to say. So
I didn't want to get too involved. I wanted to clear the air with Pam.
I don't know the details,
because there's some. I didn't even know this situation existed. I have again taken a step back from the hours of just drama channels and nonsense. This is not nonsense because it is very scary. I did communicate with Pam. This was maybe 3 or 4 years ago when I did let everybody know that there was a searcher in front of my house that approached my son, maybe 5 years ago now. And it's scary. And I was a single mom at the time.
Going to people's houses, guys, uninvited, not cool. We all do our YouTube thing, but when you show up in person to somebody, not cool. Anyway, that's all I got to say about it.
Okay, so let's go into, there's 3 or 4 other bigger things, and then we're going to have some smaller announcements, but there's actually just a ton happening.
Oh, there's some big things, in my opinion.
Let's go into the court situation, and let's be very careful here. Yeah,
definitely need a sound drop for a court, but I don't have one yet. So
like dun dun dun, like the law and order one. Yeah,
Law and Order. There you go. Maybe I'll use that one.
Yeah. So okay, we have 3 different court jurisdictions, and I might be using the wrong terminology, but this is the little bit that I know, and we've had some big updates. The first one is in the 9th Circuit Federal Court. So once you go from a state, then you can go up if you want to continue to appeal all the way up to the Supreme Court of the universe. The one case, Erskine's case.
Erskine.
It has been censored in some way. I have not been able to get my hands on it because it says with a big stamp, not for distribution. He is pleading with the court. He is pleading to do a appeal of the 9th Circuit appeal. I didn't even know that was possible. That one, there's not an update. Let's parking lot that. Boop. Okay, so that one's over here. The second one is in New Mexico court. So,
okay,
like in Santa Fe. I don't know the name of the court. So that one is a case with a gentleman named Combs. This is the gentleman that believes that Taylor Swift is somehow involved. And
shake it off. Sorry, go ahead.
He has gotten a judge assigned, and the judge has asked for everyone to come in, and he or she is the judge is requiring a notice of appearance. So everybody is coming in. I don't know what they're coming in for. Are they coming in to talk about it? Or are they coming in to, I don't know, but they're coming in. At that same time, when this judge says, I'm coming in, a second intervener has come in. We already have the one. Let's not even discuss her. This one says, I am Kaiser Sose. I am the real Forrest Fenn finder.
Hey, bro, with the movie quote. All right.
Oh, my God. So
wait,
he believes.
They actually said what? Or do you know what they actually are saying?
I haven't seen the full. Basically, the intervener says, I am the finder. It's up on Thor. I am the finder. Here's all the reasons why I'd like to intervene.
Oh, they're the finder. Okay.
They're the actual finder. I still don't know if Taylor Swift's involved in both. No, I kid. So the big news for that one is there is a judge assigned, and it looks like there is movement, not just dismissal. That's kind of big. Okay. Right. Now let's get into the probate court. The
probate.
Why don't you go tell your mom to shut up?
That was from the judge in probate. Go ahead.
So all of the people when someone dies and they have an estate that you think you have a debt or a right to their items or estate, you file as a creditor. All of the people that filed in court, like Sandu, he was dismissed in court. He will probably be dismissed otherwise. There is one person in that has not settled or been dismissed in the other court. Okay. And we know this one as McCracken.
Okay.
Right. If you guys don't know, McCracken is Harry's, if you've ever been on Harry's site. And I tried to approach him because they're going into...
The McCracken is Harry that created Harry's site?
Yes.
I didn't realize that. Okay.
He is the one right now. I'm sorry. He believes that Forrest is alive and I am having an affair with him in Santa Fe. That's when I go there. I'm having.
Oh, that makes sense, huh, everybody?
God. Yeah, and so.
All right. Sorry.
So I did go on Harry's because I used to be a member, and a week ago I was, and I just said, that's moving forward and it's going to the hearing. If you have information, I'm doing a call to action. Let's all put what we have out there.
So he had a forum for the chase all those years. Now, for whatever reason, he doesn't like the ending, so he's suing or doing whatever he's doing.
Well, he's the one that made the site that went against Chase Chat and the women of Chase Chat. Now he's completely flipped. He only talks about that yucky stuff, and then
a lot of videos. I'll tell you that. A lot of movie quotes, but
yeah.
Zozo says breaking news. Well, if you didn't know that Combs was Harry, there you go.
No,
could be breaking news to you.
Okay.
All right. Oh, Kraken. Yeah. I'm sorry.
And he believes there's another woman, and that's why Forrest faked his death and all of that. So I started corresponding. It made him upset. He banned me. It's okay. I'll wear it with a badge of honor.
I think you've been banned once or twice before.
I've never been banned there. I was banned on Chase Chat because
other places. Yeah.
But he said, come to the hearing. The hearing's in May. And I don't quite understand it. There's a pretrial something and a docket something. I need to talk to others and find out what all this means. There is a hearing. So, okay, go ahead, Mike.
All right, we got the super chat from Packer Jack. He says, so Taylor Swift has responded. Combs is going to hate. And Forrest wrote a book called Ha Ha Ha, Shake It Off. And also live audio.
Don't act like you don't know about drugs when you do.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a good one, Packer Jack. But there's a meeting for real where you could go in person. Is that what's going on?
I don't know if it's open since it's probate court. They're much more likely to seal and not make the hearing non-public. We're still a little bit of ways out, but he invited me. So can I use that posting to say I get to go to the hearing and listen to it all, right? I was invited by the guy.
Then you can secretly record it. Live audio from Combs.
And that's where I grew up, and that's where I'm on a bake.
So I don't know if he can change his mind, but yeah, it's just interesting that one of the people is somebody we kind of knew before, before the find. But whatever, it'll play out the way it plays out. That's why we have courts, I guess. So.
Yeah, if you've been on that Harry's forum,
I have no idea who Harry is. Well, Harry's Chase Chat. What was it? No, not Chase Chat. What was it called? Tap Talk or something.
Yeah, Tap Talk, Harry's Tap Talk.
Yeah. Anyway.
Harry's Chase forum. After Chase Chat blew up because everybody was banned, Harry's formed. A couple months later, Thor formed. Harry's was the Wild West. Things got very... it's kind of like the brutal truth. Harry's was the brutal truth, but really smart guys on there. Not saying that they weren't, but yeah, go ahead.
What did he miss? Tell him one more time.
Let's see. Pam Shurtime has a statement. You can see that. Cynthia just dropped a video. You're going to be seeing several of them. It's a full interview. Cynthia, there's a documentary that's going to be out Wednesday from the New Yorker. There's 3 sets of court cases and hearings going on. We're just finishing those up as we move into the 2 last kind of big ones, and then we have some littler ones.
And one more.
Okay.
I'm a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
All right. Okay.
And then, yes, Packer Jack has a super chat that was super funny about ha ha ha. So scroll back up. Okay. This was actually, somebody sent this to me last night. Thank you. You guys can send me these things because they'll get on my radar. Brutal Truth, I guess, is back now. I don't quite understand they're off or they're on. But anyway, they came on and they read an email by a searcher that had emailed Carl. And I have seen something similar. And so this is perfect because I'll talk to the little bit more I know. So basically, the searcher emailed Carl and said, do you have something for me? Basically, it was in a long drawn out. And he said,
this is interesting. Go ahead.
He said, there's about 12 people that have come to my office that have said Forrest has left them something and they tell me the details, and the details is pretty consistent. And I keep telling them, no, I don't have anything. The treasure chest never resided with the estate. No, shake it off. And,
but that more than one person has gone to Forrest Fenn's lawyer saying, hey, you have something for me? Is interesting.
And that the details are the same. And so he thinks, and Carl put in this email, he thinks it is like a cruel searcher, parading as Forrest. And maybe that Santa Fe package that got lost in the mail, maybe that's what it was. Send this, go to Santa Fe. But people are coming from across the country. Email Carl. Don't.
Yeah, we don't know what it is. But we are letting you know that this is happening, which is I think it's interesting.
Yes, I think it's fascinating.
Right.
So there's that. There was one more, and I didn't have. I didn't have
Steve Klein thing.
Oh yeah.
So record straight, everybody. And
I'm just going to name sources because who the heck cares at this point? So I had said that I had a friend who was meeting with Creighton, and I didn't say Creighton at the time, and somebody in Forrest's family, I saw a text that their response is your family DB Cooper, is Skippy DB Cooper? And it was, yeah, right. My father's DB Cooper. And at the time, I didn't want to say any of the names because the minute that I said it was Creighton, Steve Klein immediately, and it's okay with whoever, he can do this. He immediately emailed Creighton and inquired about K-Pro and did she actually tell you this? Well, at the time, I get the email that says, Creighton says you're full of it. but Steve didn't want to put out the information. This was maybe a week or a week and a half ago. And I just said, okay, I didn't even respond. It was like, okay, I know my truth. I don't care about any more details, but I was in Discord and somebody asked me, what's the backstory? And since Ryan Bavetta has been talking with Dale was the person. So here's the sequence of events. Cynthia says to me, Dale and Creighton are going to go have a lunch. Do you have any questions that you would ask him? And I said, the two questions that I had is, one, does Creighton think there was a nudged ending? And two, is Skippy DB Cooper? So I didn't put all this detail out at the time. So Dale was my at World Series of Fenn. I do remember the other one. At World Series of Fenn, Cynthia showed me the text from Dale that said, oh yeah, and Creighton said, quote, yeah, Skippy, my dad was DB Cooper, unquote, LOL. And I'm like, he admits it.
LOL at the end then.
Yeah, but that's what we kind of went back and forth. I'm like, but he didn't say no. And I was like, okay. Then we kind of went back and forth and I said, can you clarify and I left it at that because I've intruded enough. I didn't want to. So the email, so Steve has been sending me, you need to lawyer up because I was lying. And okay. So then another searcher, Candy, if you guys know Candy, she shared his email. Steve told me he wasn't going to, but I mean, some people share other people's stuff. So she actually put it up on Discord and it said, Creighton, K-Pro said you told her that Skippy was DB Cooper. Is that true?
Why'd you do that, K-Pro?
Well, of course. So Creighton's response was, no, that's not true. Creighton doesn't know me. I didn't meet with Creighton, and that's not what
you got a text message that Creighton sent to somebody else. Is that right?
I saw the text message because Cynthia doesn't
LOL at the end. So
exactly. So I didn't know, but it was enough that it wasn't a no, etc. So there's no big thing here. No one's going to jail. I mean, if you think so, stop being silly. So that is the backstory of what happened. It was really just something kind of fun that, again, I'm sure Creighton's running away. I'm sure Dale's running away. It turns into drama for no reason. Okay. So are we good now? Do we know what happened? I named all the names. So hopefully some people's blood pressure can come down.
You're going to go live and talk about you right now?
Oh, for 9 hours. For 9 hours. Oh, speaking of drama and nonsense, Shannon, I did connect with Shannon. There was a completely fabricated lie and rumor and nonsense that she is preparing and spending a lot of time in putting together an East Coast meetup. One person said, I've been specifically excluded and I'm not allowed to go. She wants me to clarify.
Yeah, go ahead.
Everyone is invited.
This is the East Coast meetup?
Yeah. And if you think you're not invited, you're insane. So please just reach out to Shannon. She's inviting everyone. She put it on her YouTube for everyone. Her email is for everyone. If you think otherwise, you need to get more in touch with reality or maybe get some medication. It does not exist. Let's not bring drama to these events. These events are cool. Shannon now gets a little,
But to be clear, Shannon's setting that up. We're not involved in setting that
up. We're
not
involved. The only thing she said is, I know you have an audience. Can you make sure, because people are inventing drama for no reason, everyone's invited? Because then somebody else said, well, I'm not going to go if you're not invited. And it's just nonsense. So other people then, it started taking off. It went on to Discord for a while and people were discussing all the drama of, oh, if that person's not invited, then I'm not going. Everyone's invited. It's made up nonsense it's kind of like at Fremont Street when one person walked up, we all ran away. Invented drama for no reason. So don't bring it to Shannon's event. Shannon just wants to say, okay, that's enough of the drama stuff because I have another good one. Unless you have a question. I know I'm going fast.
No, I was just going to do a new thing I haven't even told you about. Right there's the Chase hotline, everybody. And what we're going to do is you guys can call that number. It's a number we always use, but leave a voicemail. And what we'll do is after we edit the voicemails, we'll play all the voicemails next Monday or a show when we have time. It'll be Chase Hotline Mondays. So high school. That's right. So if you guys have a message you want to get out to the community, leave the voicemail and then I'll play it a future show.
Why did you put your cell phone number?
Yeah, right.
Just kidding.
So that is the Chase hotline. So give it a call. And I have the right to edit it or not play it. Be nice, everybody. But unedited. Mark West just said unedited. Well, we'll see. As long as it's not crazy, I'll play it. I don't care. So call in, say hi, Say what you think of the chase, Forrest, Fenn. Keep it chase related though, and yeah, we'll put them all together and play them next week. Okay, wasn't as far as the thing, wasn't there a Carl Sumner email we were going to read, or were we not going to read it?
No. That's over on Brutal Truth, and I want to give them credit. They had some good information.
That's
if
right.
you want to go see it, but go see it. They had a show, but they actually have it up, so you can kind of zoom through and find it. But that is theirs. But I had heard the same story, but so now it kind of corroborates because I'd heard from some searchers exactly that corroborates. They actually like believed it and all of that. Okay.
And
okay. Now this
is I will put the phone number in the description down below.
Detroit, hello.
And that way you guys can call in and leave a voicemail. All right, take it away, Caper.
Okay, I almost want to do this last one last because it's going to cause some controversy, and I don't care. Neener, Billy, go. Okay, couple things. Copper Dan has been very gracious, and if you guys have not gone to the Copper Factory, he has provided me all the before and afters of the illustrations in TTOTC. Many of us thought that Forrest did not alter them. He altered them. So he doesn't have a place for them. So he has asked, can you put them up on Thor?
All right, hang on. I got to stop you right there.
Okay.
You're saying that Copper Dan has screenshots or a picture, not the original illustrations, but a picture of the illustrations. And you're saying, but what's in the book does not match the original illustration? Is that what I just heard?
Correct. He's been doing shows for a few weeks and showing the comparisons. Like, the guy that's he has like flowers on a dress in TTOTC, but there was
no subscribe. Okay, I get it now. All right.
Yeah. So they're not. It's actually just really cool content to kind of think about. Does that? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Adam was saying, and we're looking forward to the
big news this week. I don't know if any of these things are. Packer Jack is in here. I should talk about that. So Packer Jack and Copper Dan has said there's huge news coming this week. They're not having a show tomorrow, and they're going to have a show Wednesday to go over it. I asked Copper Dan, and Copper Dan, you need to learn to lie better, dude. He was like, I don't know what you're referring to. So I sent him the minute mark. He's like, I don't even know what that is. I was just looking at chat. I'm like,
well, it sounds like he doesn't want to tell you, and it's not.
That's fine. Then don't give me the crap and think I'm gonna be okay smelling it.
Go ahead. All right. I've seen that picture. Ooh, greatest American hero. Anyway.
Okay. So Packer Jack has said they're going to go live Wednesday. Subscribe. I don't know if any of this stuff, maybe it's the New Yorker documentary. I don't know. You guys.
Oh, they are doing a show because I saw he's going to have somebody out from Heritage that does the sports evaluations, like sports cards. So that's one show, but we're talking about something else, right? That is a show. I think they're doing.
See, now I think it's the treasure chest sale. So I love it. And yes. So, and they are perfect to do. I know. Here's what Packer Jack told me. I asked him a couple months ago if he wanted to do a show on Heritage. And he's like, I don't really want to do that unless I know for sure it's coming up for auction. And if he's doing that on Wednesday, that's what I think it is. Neener, Billy Goat. Okay.
They're down the phone.
Remember. Okay. Chase hotline.
Okay.
Okay.
So now here's the thing. Illustrations. For me to get them up there, it's going to take me several hours.
Okay.
Do you guys want them? Is there enough there, or is it okay? Is it enough? Dan was gracious enough to say a lot of people want to analyze them in his mind and better shots than what they do on the show. If that's true, I will take the time because since I'm owner of that site, I have an upload capability higher, but it's going to take a ton of time. He had to put it on Google Drive.
It's okay if people want it, that it's okay for you to upload them to Thor, right? But is Packer Jack giving his approval? That's what I want to know.
Who's Packer Jack?
He is the factory part of the Copper Factory, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Okay. I would, and there it is. Cool. We just put a link to the Copper Factory. You guys go subscribe. Our friends Packer Jack and Copper Dan. I would like to see it. Now, is it a before and an after, or is it just the one illustration?
No, it's before and after.
So it's
high res.
So hang on. Forrest had an illustrator draw this stuff for us. And I know people say they took it from the Saturday Evening Post or they took this image from here. So that's what the illustrator drew. But what's in the book is different. And we're assuming Forrest made the change or Forrest had somebody make the change. I guess we don't know. Right?
I don't know. I think we may. I don't know. I'm
not like page 99, the map. What was the original and what was changed? That would be interesting to see, right? Yeah,
And
don't go-
that is what Copper Dan and Packer Jack do on their show. So if it's interesting to you, subscribe to them. Tuesday nights is usually when they go on live, but it looks like Wednesday because Heritage, there's something to do with Heritage. I did not know this. Why you didn't tell me this before now? I am
Shareholders were sent an email. Make sure you vote. #CU. All right. Okay. Now they're saying a public drive, but if you could put them on Thor, I mean, everybody's on Thor. You should be. If you're
I
not,
have no idea how to do a drive.
It's free.
Yeah.
And then, try one, and I'll let you know how it looks and if we should continue or not. I want to
Yes,
see how long
and
it takes you to do it. You know what I mean?
Odia Soul is down to 2 spots. One's near Baltimore and one's near Raleigh. Very different accommodations as well. I think one is a
What are we
large,
talking about?
the East Coast meetup. Holly just put in the link. Go and if you're considering going, everyone's invited. Yeah.
So hang on. Redneck Express says the original of map 99, page 99 is not surfaced that I know of, but you're saying
correct.
Dan has it?
No. So, I don't know if he has the picture, but okay. So there's a little bit of a controversy with 99.
Oh, geez.
Nelica purchased every single one except 99. And the reason for it is it is in his war book, his family war, or his book about his time in the military. Everybody knows this. This is not breaking news. Mike's just catching up.
I don't know this. Yeah.
So I don't know if Nelica got a picture of it. Dan got all these pictures from Nelica before she started selling the stuff off.
I get it.
So, okay.
So not everyone. Do we know how many there are minus page 99? Do you know how many?
742. I have no idea.
Well,
like ours that I think she gave it. Yes, she gave us for the wedding. Do you consider that 1 or 2? It's in 2 different frames.
It's right here. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but they're from too far to walk. So
yeah, but the one that has
the old, the young, and all that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
not sure.
So I don't know. Okay,
so
but here's my question: which one would you want to see first? That, or there has been some discussions about DB Cooper and about some hints that some believe are in the catalogs of Forrest Fenn from the gallery.
Ooh, if only anybody had those catalogs. I don't know how we would ever know, bro.
There's one person that has every single catalog, and I purchased it. One person had it, and I have it. So it is somewhere on my treasure hunting bookshelf.
We'd have to find it back there somewhere.
I know exactly where it is.
Catalog from Fenn Galleries, and somebody's saying they think there's some hints in the catalogs. So I've show you guys what's going on right here. It's a little Cowlazars action right here. they're just making sure the chat room says it okay. So there's our new moderators, Keekers and Binks. Okay, that would be cool. So I guess get them and we could read them.
No. So here's my question.
Oh, it's the question.
I was going to scan each one in. Well, you know who has the scanner.
Oh, for Thor? Yeah.
And put it on Thor.
Right.
Which one, if you still pining for BIP, holy, I did an entire show and read it all and showed every page.
Wants to own it. She wants it. She wants to own it. I think that's what she
okay. I did read the whole thing.
BIP. I don't know.
Okay, so let's go back for a second.
Do the catalog.
Okay, so what was it? Oh, so I would like you to put in chat illustrations or Fenn catalog.
Which one you want up first?
Which one you want up first? Some people have been giving me a hard time because I haven't gotten the FOIA done yet, and I haven't got this done yet, and that done yet. I am only going to. Oh, hi, Mama Cowlazars.
Oh, hey, what's up, Mom? Or you could call the Chase hotline and leave us a voicemail and tell us what you think. The illustrations.
Why don't you do a scroll at the bottom?
Yeah, if only I had that. Oh, wait, I do. I think.
Okay.
There it is.
So let me go back. Listen.
Good call.
Focus. So, which one do you want? Because one is going to go before the other, and I'm not promising it in the next couple of days. Mark West, I saw when you said next 10 minutes, not happening. So I'm only putting so much time into the chase at this point. So there, put either illustrations or catalogs, and
so we'll do it.
PowerPoint on a catalog.
It will do it just for you.
Yeah. I can
Okay.
upload it onto it
Oh.
and put it in the comments if you're watching this later. I will see if it goes one way or another. Otherwise, I'll flip a coin. Actually, Holy said illustrations first. So if it ends up being 50-50, we'll go illustrations. So you need to tell me if the catalogs are important to you.
Well, the question I would have is how many illustrations are there and how many catalogs? Would the catalogs be quicker because there's only 8 or something? I mean, I have no idea.
No, there's a lot of catalogs and there's a lot of illustrations. It's going to be a task. Either one of those is going to be a task.
Gotcha.
Okay. That's illustrations, catalogs.
Illustrations versus catalogs, guys. Let us know. Call in on the Chase hotline and leave a voicemail. Kitty, I just lost my monitor for a second because I got a cat back here. Get out of here, sucker. Sucker.
Okay.
No.
Honey.
Cowlazars.
Okay. I only have 2 more, and one of them is the controversial one that I'll wait till the end.
All right. Controversy alert, everybody.
Okay.
All right.
So the non-controversy one is somebody sent me that they had correspondence with Dan Barbarisi. They thought this was breaking news. I think it's already out, but I'm going to put it out anyway. He has a book coming out in soft copy form. When it goes from hard copy to soft copy, he is able to put an epilogue in, kind of an update. He has an update from Jack in there. I think we already knew that, but I wanted to thank the person that sent it to me because he didn't want to be revealed. But he did want to have that information to the community. So there it is. There you have it. There you go.
So that the new book coming out will have something added. I guess somebody will have to get it and we could.
I went to Dan's books, virtual book fairs, and he said, I have really up-to-date information from January when it was due. When it comes out in May for our community, it's going to be super old because it was the latest that Jack had at that time. Okay. So here's the last one. There's a little bit of information I'll give. I hope I deliver this right.
Do we know when it comes out? Nomadic Madman asked Dan Barbarisi.
Yeah, it's May.
We got
May
a couple
something.
month and a half. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Nomadic Madman. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So here's the last one, and I hope I deliver this in the way it's intended, which is a really good thing. So the last interview that was supposed to happen with Forrest was in August of 2019. There is a documentarian, a hardcore, wonderful, professional documentarian. His name was Jens.
Oh, we all know and love Jens.
We now call him the German Angel because we've made amends. He's not the German
for him a couple months ago, okay, bro, but that's okay.
You say that again? I didn't hear
that wasn't your nickname for him a couple months ago.
I know. It was funny because he was trying to get verified on Discord. And they're like, someone asked him something that nobody would know. I said, what is your name on your name tag at World Series of Fenn? And he goes, German Angel. And so, okay. So we're all good now. Everything's good. Okay.
Like discipline.
All right.
Okay.
He made
so
World Series of Fenn. Okay.
This is going to bring up some past drama that I don't want to get into, but it brings context into this. Are you okay there, Mike?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay. So he did this interview. At that time, Forrest had told me that he thought his mind was slipping a little bit.
Forrest said this, not Jens.
Forrest said this.
Forrest told you, hey, I mean, he was what, 80? Yeah, I get it. Like,
and he said, I've made an agreement. I'm not doing any more interviews.
Right.
And that was a little upsetting because at the time, he and I had already agreed we were doing the November one. This was about September.
The Douglas Preston interview, everybody.
The Douglas Preston. And really, I wanted to focus on Douglas Preston, but he was supposed to be there and give 5 minutes.
And to be clear, this is before the treasure chest was found, right?
Yeah, it's 2019. Well, whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Kind of. Before June 2020. It was in. So this was September of 2019. Jens's interview completed. He said his mind's starting to slip a little. I did share that with some people. I got to his house, I believe it was in September, and he said, come and sit down. And I was like, oh, this other person had sent him a long list of the things I was saying. And he's like, we need to talk. And Cynthia was there, and Cynthia said she would have peed her pants or cried. He was so angry. But he said he was going through this and he's like, you're saying my mind's slipping. He goes, well, that's true. So let's move on from that one. You said you're getting the FOIA. And I said, right, you dared me to. And he's like, you're not getting the FOIA. And we had a whole back and forth about it. I'm going to
once again, you're yelling and bullying Forrest Fenn. Okay.
Exactly. So let's table that. But I was like, Forrest, what do you want me to do? I'll apologize. I'll do whatever, but I won't get the FOIA. I didn't know that would be upsetting to you, but we went back and forth. But let's not talk about that right now, because that's the side tangent discussion for his mind slipping. He's not doing any more interviews. And that's when I said, but you're going to do the interview with Douglas Preston. And he did say, I've decided I'm going to cancel that. I'm worried I'm going to say something and regret it or slip ups.
First time I'm hearing this, everybody. Okay.
Well, you knew a little bit of it got canceled and then it was back on.
Right.
And I'm like, Forrest, there's no way. Like, I had already teed up. Travel was already purchased. I had professional equipment coming in, a professional videographer. And there was a week or two. I was like, Forrest, you just can't. Like, you can just come and just sit there. But this was important. This was a project for me. And he did come around and he said, no problem. There's a whole backstory to that. We won't get into that right now. But the reason that I give the whole context, because the whole story doesn't matter as much, but that's the reason that I know. So I said, so I happened to be talking to Jens last night and said, do you realize that you had the last interview? You were supposed to have the last interview because I think he thinks he had a slip up in there. And he's like, well, he did mention DB Cooper more than once. And I'm like, oh God, Jens, you're killing me. I said, okay. I said, Jens.
He mentioned DB Cooper in Jens's interview.
Oh, he put out the one clip that we showed.
Oh, okay.
But he did it more than once. We only have the one reference. So I said, wait a minute. I said, can you make me a commitment? Do you make me a promise? And he said, yes. And we're like, he's an angel now, not a devil. So he's an angel. I said, will you promise when your documentary comes out that you will give the entire community the entire interview from beginning to end, unedited, like I did with our interview?
And then he hung up, or what?
And then he said, yes. Now you're going to have to confirm that with him. Now here's one of two.
Say when, right?
Now, so I, and maybe a few of us were discussing this, said we can't then wait until 2062. Come on. Right. And he's super excited about his project. If he reaches out to you, reach back. He is the one little guy that's doing a documentary. There's Netflix that just got delayed again, and that's its own thing. So just know in general, we need to support Jens to get this done.
So Jens, my suggestion to you is to release it, get it done, and release it on the anniversary, June 6th, right? June 6th is when it was found. It's only 3 months from now. April, May, when it was announced. June 6th is when Forrest Fenn announced it was found. So if you can get it done in the next 3 months, June 6th would be a good.
He has the interview, in my opinion, that Jack didn't have the slip up, but I think there is something significant there. If I were to guess, it's a guess on my part. In my opinion, scroll down in K-Pro's opinion only. This wasn't some secret source or any of that. That was the reason that I knew, though. And that was the reason Forrest was like, yeah, I just had my last interview and I have said no more. And I was like, last interview? I didn't make the connection until Jens is like, I have the last one in his home. And I'm like, I have the last one and mine wasn't supposed to be. But if you have the last one, then that means yours has a slip up, in my opinion. K-Pro's opinion only.
Live audio from our interview.
How long did it take you to grow that mustache?
He said that to me, everybody. I didn't answer.
Okay.
So, all right, I see what you're saying. But the whole point is now everybody has to put the pressure on Jens to get it released. We want to hear what it is. Right?
Let's go. How do we get a hold of Jens? If you're on Facebook, he's on Facebook. I don't know. I will ask him.
That's his buddy.
I will ask him and find out. A lot of you guys are connected.
Corolla says, where's the clip you guys showed? I guess that's our interview. We have the whole interview. Let me see if I can find it real quick. We have it out there.
Yeah, it's out
on
there.
The internets. Let me see if I can find it.
And it is common practice not to put that out until your project's done. We put ours out. I know some people gave us a hard time because we did wait a little bit because we were actually, those of you that don't know, we were approached by one of the major documentarians, but they needed me to quit my job and actually co-produce it. And I couldn't co-produce. I couldn't quit my job. I couldn't do that. So that was the reason our project kind of went by the wayside. It wasn't something I was interested in doing at that level. I was interested in handing it off to someone. But then I just said, let's give it to everybody. rather than try to get some money for it at the end or whatever. It's just not, hey, I make $4 whole this hour.
And here it is.
So, I mean, yeah.
That is the full interview with Forrest, Fenn, and Douglas Preston. And then we interviewed them separately. It's all in one video. There it is. Go, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. There it is. Okay.
Oh, Holly found it too.
She put the same one. No, she put the same one.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks, Hooli. We appreciate it.
No, they have different. They look different, but anyway.
Whatever. We'll go watch both of them. Yeah.
Okay. So
$4.
So one, I would not, if I were you, I would not pressure. Let's not make Jens go quiet and badger him, but let's ask him. He's sitting on a bomb, possibly. Exactly. And I know let me do my best. Let me do my best impression of Ben doing Jens's impression. Come on, treasure warriors. Let's get Jens to finish this up. Come on, treasure warriors. So,
Bagger Jack says Jens will be in West Yellowstone in June and is committed to filming Searchers in 2022 before he closes filming. So if you guys want to be in Jens's documentary, be there.
There's a little bit of a nuance, and he has asked me not to share the details. He is able to complete now without any additional footage. He does have more that he wants in certain ways. He could start now the process of editing and just going through the thousands of hours that he has. There are some Searchers that are going in June. I know I think so. You know, when you have a job and there's some things you like about it and there's some things you don't. I actually said this to Jens, so Jens, you can't get mad at me. So when we get storage auctions, Mike is usually working and he cannot break loose and going. I don't mind getting the truck. I mind lifting heavy boxes because my back will go out. That's an example. I believe Jens loves going boots on the ground, loves getting drone footage, all of that kind of thing. But he does not like to sit and just edit. I think he is the best I've ever seen at it, but I think he doesn't like it. It's the equivalent of me picking up the boxes. So I told him, that's just what you have to do. That's what you have to do. And he's like, I just haven't had time. I'm like, you're sitting in a poker Zoom. You have time. Go. Nine.
So Jens, I think you should call the hotline and I think you should explain to everybody what's going on with that in a voicemail and then we'll play it out next time.
Yeah. So he has a vision. He is the professional, but with that little bit of information, I said, Jens, can I put this out? Because I just made the full connection about mine was starting to slip. And I apologize now to Forrest for saying that to someone that said it to someone that we had YouTube drama wars back then. And that person needed our channel to come down and they did and I shouldn't have said his mind was slipping. He admitted it. He was still super sharp, but in an interview, you don't want to mess up like that. Anyway, so I believe let's use logic. A logical treasure hunter could say,
using logic. Yeah.
If Forrest's last interview was supposed to be Jens's, and then he didn't want to do another interview because his mind was starting to slip. And then he did an interview with us.
Right.
And the only reason I found that out is because he said, well, my mind's starting to go, so you're going to interview Douglas more than me. Then logic would say it's Jens's interview that Forrest acknowledges he slipped up. And he said DB more than once. Forrest knew DB.
Nobody talks to my friends like that.
Okay, well there it is. Jens, it's the ball's in your court. You got to let it out, even if it's unedited, even if it's raw, even if you put it behind a paywall. You do whatever you need to do. You've got your time and money invested into this thing, but yeah, get it out so that people can watch it.
Yeah. Anyway, that is the see 58 minutes. Let's see. I don't have it. This is all the news fit to print.
That's it. 1 hour. Yeah. Boom. Hot topics. Remember that all hot topics. Okay.
Hot topics is a view thing. Anyway. Yeah. So support Jens. Do not hammer Jens, guys. That's important. But he knew I was going to be saying this because if you think about it now, Jens, not only is his documentary going to be phenomenal because he has something no one else does. And I know he's been pressured to sell. And I know his car got broken into. And I know they don't live high on the hog. They are going from project to project and workday to workday. And he just makes stuff happen. He's not like he's not the Walmart. He's the little local guy. So I love everybody, but I would like us to consider really supporting Jens. And every time you talk to him, hashtag get it done.
Hashtag get it done.
Get it done.
Or get her done.
Honey.
Did I do good, Daddy?
Yeah, I'd say pretty good. Pretty good job, K-Pro. That was some good news. So again, to recap, everybody, in case you joined late, which a couple people did, Pamela Shirtron sent us a statement that we read. We're not getting in the middle of that. We just read the statement for Pamela. The guy that ran Harry's Chase is one of the people with a lawsuit. I guess that's news for some people. What else did we talk about? Cynthia just dropped a video, which we're all going to go watch. Part one of an never before heard interview, I guess, with Forrest. That's what I think it is. And then Cynthia also said that the kiddies, easy, don't fight. The New Yorker is going to release their documentary, the footage that they filmed with Kitty, that they filmed with, we think it's Cynthia and Justin, that's going to come out this Wednesday on YouTube. It'll be on the NewYorker.com at 6 a.m. YouTube at noon. So check that out Wednesday. And this Thursday, we're going to have Legend Has It on.
And then Carl had an email to a searcher saying at least 12 people have showed up looking for something. I don't own the treasure chest. Don't come.
So, and somebody said, if Forrest would have left you something, well, then the lawyer would have contacted you. But this is different. People are saying that Forrest did leave something, but it's only for the person that gives like the right phrase or the right keyword or something.
Yeah,
it's almost like Chase 2.0 is what they want. But Carl's saying no, that's not the case.
And then you're saying there's a show already teed up for Packer Jack about heritage, so that means the treasure chest is coming. Where is that?
Tomorrow? Yeah, he did. He posted about it. Yeah, he's going to have somebody show him how they grade things. I believe.
Okay. Well, if that's groundbreaking news in the Chase, that means heritage treasure chest sale in my mind, in K-Pro's opinion, and I can totally be wrong because somebody actually said in Discord what it was and they heard it from Packer Jack, and I know for a fact it's wrong. So until we hear it from one of them, let's
Kitty, hey, relax. This cat is 84 years old. All right, Cynthia's new video, you guys go check it out, and I'm sure we'll talk about that next Monday. And
thumbs it up and say thank you. Just do it. Just do it.
When I got cat hair all over everything.
That's your fault, not the cats.
Head.
You see, I don't have that issue. I love the cats. I love sitting with the cats. They're not in my computer area for a reason.
Didn't you say somebody slid the old lines of the poem around and got a message?
Shush it.
I thought that was public knowledge. One of the many messages that people can get.
I am working on the anagram portion of that. And once I have a perfect anagram, I will share. I gave it to Ben and Ben didn't scoop it, honey. And you just scooped it.
Oh, Carl said many searchers have gone to his office claiming to be the real finder and asking for the chest. Yeah, and they're not. So is that dinner ready? Oh, great. It's burnt. All right. Well, that's what happens when you have a show to do with breaking news. It comes first. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for the super chats. Tune in Thursday. Legend Has It. New treasure hunt. And maybe this weekend I'll go live and show you guys all the things we got out of the storage unit because it's a lot. And we need somebody to buy all this stuff. And Randy Pischel is still Team GPS. Yeah, Beacon Star Thursdays. We'll get back there, Randy. Eventually.
Randy, wait until you see my anagram and code skills. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And you're going to be like Team. Just wait. It's going to be called Team Inside the Box.
Team Inside the Box.
Just wait.
All right. And remember, we'll do this real quick. Call and leave your voicemail, and we'll play those next time.
Detroit, hello.
Oh, God.
And
what have you asked for?
Thumbs up for the soundboard, everybody. Thumbs up for the soundboard. Maybe Jack will call in. You never know. Like he did
Thank
before.
you all for being here and being a part of it. Let's keep it light, keep it fun. And I want to tell you, Discord is the best and worst thing. You either go in and you've seen hours and hours and hours of drama, or you go in and you have an awesome content conversation. And it's hit or miss. It's exactly 50-50 for me, which way. But I am enjoying Discord. I run away at certain times. I think a lot of us do. But God, when we start seeing like Ben and Bavetta and Alan and a few others really go, it's just awesome to watch. So, but yeah, there's a ton. There was like an 8-hour meme war. I didn't even know what that meant. And it's like you put up a meme, something really mean, and then they put out something back, and it was all from like Mean Girls High School. And 2 searchers spent their entire day doing that. It's really sad. And then we're trying to sift through to get to content, and it's all just drama. But don't discount it for that reason. You can put them on block and then just try to look at the content. Stay away from the drama. There's some people that are in there 15, 20 hours a day. Put them on block if drama's all they want. But there's more mods now. They're doing better with that. I'm hanging in there for a little bit. I know some people are like, I'm out. I'm like, nope, I'm going to continue on for a little bit. Yeah.
I got to get in there. Somebody sent me the link. I've tried to get in there once, but I didn't know what I was doing. So anyway, I'll just post a link to our shows in there over and over again. Spam the channel. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.